good, everybody? Welcome to the Hump. Thanks for tuning in with us this week, man. I am Franchise Cam. My man Moan Lover's in the building.
Seema.
Okay, you got to finish that. You can't just say like the beginning. Though.
You got to know. No, I'm supposed to say it. Somebody else is supposed to say it. That's how it goes.
I ain't gonna do it. That's just.
You can't give me who got the keys to my Beamer.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like a chick's supposed to say it. Oh la la. No. How was your week?
Week's going good. Summer's going great. Been smoking really good cigars. I've been drinking really fine whiskeys, and summer nights are the best nights. How about you? How's everything going?
Cool week, man. Working hard, staying out of the way. You know.
Good.
Work. T, what's up with you, man? How was your week?
Our week was good, man. We had a good week.
You didn't contract anything or nothing, did you?
I was visited by the ghost of Pussy Past, actually. So I did my best. Remember me?
Was it an early visit or a late visit?
What's up, Nova?
It was a late visit. I was steadfast though.
Oh, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
I know how that movie ends, man.
He is not. So, it sounds like you're the clubhouse leader.
Right. Somebody probably owed somebody some money, so that's probably how.
That's usually how it pays out.
Yeah.
I got a little status now, so I don't got to jump at every piece no more. You know what, baby? I'm somebody.
I hear you. Say my boy, listen.
So you're on tier 2 vagina now?
Yeah, right. Only 4s and better now. It used to be 3s.
Oh well, you could add them up. Add them up, boy. It's got like a spades hand.
Thank you, TT.
That's what's up, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good week, man. Man, we got a lot of stuff, we want to get into tonight, but mostly we're probably going to get into that Simone Bly's situation, the mental health situation. And we're going to get my man T to get us some breaking news or some current events. But you know what I noticed, though? Have you seen any white players recently having mental health issues other than Kevin Love? But then I don't think that was. I think he was hurt when LeBron left. So I think he was just like a shell of himself. But have you seen any white players dealing with that? Like, I'm not saying they don't, but have any of them come out that you can think of right now?
Yeah, the dude's in the NFL. The dude that played for the Raiders and the dude that played for the Dolphins, I believe, they both talked about.
Okay.
Mental health.
I just probably haven't paid that much attention to it. That's why.
I'm trying to think. I think it's more people in the NBA talk about it. The NBA talks about it a lot. Players talk about it a lot. I think it's more prominent. I think it would probably be more prominent if there were others coming out, but since it's us coming out talking about it, it's not really big news. So,
my heart kind of goes out to her a little bit. I can almost see the pressure on her. Didn't somebody in her family have some legal troubles? Like earlier this year, brother shot somebody or something like that.
He beat a triple homicide.
Yeah, is that what it is for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And he's still here. He's like on Detroit. You could see if we could find him.
Okay. Is she from here?
He's from here. I think she was sent out with some grandparents or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was from. He was from here. So that's what's up. You say he had a triple homicide?
Yeah, he had a triple homicide and beat it. And the mother of one of the people that got killed, she tried to fight him in the courtroom. They had to get the bailiff. It was terrible.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, I know her biological mom is still here, right?
That I don't know.
Because I think she went to Shaker, and I know people from Shaker said they know her.
I know she got roots here somehow.
Yeah, but no, I'm glad she took a stand.
Took a step back, mostly for herself mentally, man. Because you only got one brain, one mind. So, man,
I'm glad people are supporting it. I'm glad people aren't being too critical about it.
It's early, let them start losing.
They won the silver already.
Let's say let it go a little further and let them start really tanking. Then people are going to start getting on her a little bit. They're going to try anyway. So, like I said, I'm glad for her, happy for her. Not happy that she's depressed, but happy that she walked away. So,
first, I have to admit that I was a little confused by the whole thing, because I feel like if you train your whole life for a moment, and then you've been at this moment before, and you've done these things thousands of times, just reps. For me, it's easy for me to tell somebody to muscle through it, to get through it. then I took a step back and realized, like, if you're like, I've played basketball where I wasn't there mentally, and it's like, or I've done shows or I've went to work where I'm not there. When you're checked out, you're checked out. So why put yourself in danger of being of physically hurting yourself, or physically hurting yourself, hurting somebody else, or letting your team down? Where you could, like you said, take a step back, get your mental health together, get your brain together, and do what's best for you. So,
I mean, not just and most importantly, letting herself down. I mean,
I think she already said she can compete next week in individual. I think she already took herself out the individual.
yeah, she took herself out of everything.
Yeah, so she's not
She's not doing
anymore.
anything. She's chilling.
I just also feel like, though, I mean, I know they have alternates, but it's like, when you talk about taking that spot from somebody that, it could have changed their life being in that spot, and you kind of took that away from somebody. But like I said, that's digging into it. That's being that's just digging too much into it. Like I said, the biggest thing is she didn't feel right. She removed herself. She felt like that was the best thing. So I respect and support that.
And her health is her health, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So
who are we?
then that's the same thing I said. Who am I? If she says she was, whatever it was. So do you feel that there's too much pressure on athletes? Or expectations?
Definitely expectations. I mean, all right. So, not to jump too far down the rabbit hole, but so it's different. The culture is different than it was like 20 years ago, because it's so much exposure now. Like they're everywhere now. Like every athlete other than Kawhi got a Twitter account or a social media account or whatever. So they're putting more of themselves out there. I'm working out today. I'm doing this today. I'm at Starbucks today. So more people are like knowing her and knowing her routine. So then people are like pulling for her in different directions. So to them, it's a letdown. If she doesn't win, I'm not saying for this reason. I'm talking about if she doesn't win, because there's so many pulling for her. Like, I mean, I've come from an age or an era from when like the Olympics, some of it was tape delayed, So I mean, now it's just like instant. Like for example, Team USA, and we could talk about the basketball team or whatever and stuff. These people are losing their heads now because they lost 2 games or 3 games or whatever and stuff.
Mm-hmm. With your coach Pop too. We'll bring that up.
I mean,
You might want to mute that, sir.
Pop is. I think Pop is outdated right now. I don't think his style works in today's NBA. And I said this like, not just now, but like for 2-3 years. I mean, his system doesn't work with today's athlete. Put it that way. The self-sacrificing, complete team model doesn't work with today's athlete because they're so individually talented. That's just my opinion.
So they're a human, not a machine. From Keisha, Jasmine says Simone deserves a break.
Yeah, she definitely deserves a break. I mean, I don't.
Jacqueline, Dr. Jacqueline.
Hello,
Mental
Jackie.
health and athletes. What a combination. Woo. Or is it woo?
What's she say now?
I don't know, it's on the board. I looked over a lot. I blinded myself once. But yeah, I think she deserves a break. I think all athletes.
The MAGA crowd been giving her a lot of stuff.
We don't pay that no attention.
Yeah, they're not even really people.
And look, it seems to me like the attitude is like, shut up, nigga, and go get me my gold medal. That's what the attitude seems like to me.
I mean, you hear him talk about the soccer team. Trump made a comment about the soccer team because they didn't kick it with him because they lost the female soccer team. So, man, screw that dude, man.
Well, they won and didn't go, right?
Huh? Yeah.
They won and didn't go.
Yeah, so he was like, that's like karma because they lost their first game. Like, maybe if they would have he's an idiot. So I don't even know why people listen to him.
So, I mean, like you said, so we're in a different space now because, like you said, and this is coming from someone who's watching. Like, I remember watching the dude compete on the rings with a broken leg. So, you know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of like two different things. There's some stuff you can just get through and gut through. There's some stuff you can't. Some people aren't built like that. But I think part of the reason though is media, and like I said, social media, putting all the pressure on there.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't have to do all these interviews before you go to the Olympics. You shouldn't have to do all this press and all that other stuff.
But you know what?
Let them focus on their events.
You're right, but then there's another side of it because a lot of these athletes, including her, to a certain extent, they're building a brand. Like, and their brand is partly controlled by access. I mean, access is what's helping their brand build their brand. So
I mean, partly, but like I said, if you're Simone, you got your brand. You throw your medals on the table. You're good. Everything she's doing now is just icing on her cake. Dude.
yeah, but
she's
she's monetizing her brand. Like she could just go out and just compete every day. I mean, before her, I think it was maybe Gabby had a commercial or two. But you'd have to go all the way back to like Mary Lou Retton, somebody who was having commercials like her. I mean, Simone is on commercial.
You were having you had Phelps doing commercials. You got.
I'm talking about gymnasts. I'm talking about like
just gymnasts.
Yeah, like when is the last time you seen a gymnast on a commercial? And it would have to be like I'm thinking of like Mary Lou Retton or somebody like that with that kind of access. I mean, I'm talking about like all the time. Mary Lou Retton was on a cornflake box. You know, I mean. Like I said, Gabby. I
mean, basically, I'm just saying. I think Simone
Douglas.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I think her brand is cement already. She is there.
No, but I'm saying she's making money off her brand though. So part of that is access. Like they want like people are paying her.
So my thing is okay. So if you to me, this is just to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're more exclusive, you get more money when you do appear. When you do show yourself, if you're more exclusive with yourself, if you're everywhere, you got 24-hour access. They got 24-hour access to you. To me, that reduces your value.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, but she's there now, and she's out there. I'm just saying that like access is part of the package right now, more than it's ever been. Is access. Like if she was just like one of those people that just went to work and came home. And then she get like, she's getting like speaking roles in commercials and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just
and
part
then,
of it.
I mean, but then when you say brand, does this push her brand further? Because now she's going to be an activist. She's definitely probably going to be a face in mental health, especially for athletes, especially for blacks, especially for black women.
Possibly.
So,
I don't. Maybe. But like, what's the? That's what I wanted to ask you today because I was thinking about this. The track girl that got kicked off the team or suspended for smoking weed. She was going through some stuff mentally. She said, and that's why she smoked the weed or whatever. Do you feel like I know how you feel about the marijuana or whatever and stuff. If would you feel the same way about Simone? That you would feel about Shakira Richardson, whatever her name, Shakira. I don't know why I can't pronounce her name. If she had got caught smoking weed or like that, would you feel that? Would you have similar because of the cachet, or I mean, how would you feel? I mean, I'm literally asking the question. I don't know your answer. I'm just.
I mean, the question that you're asking, like I said, I don't think they should get in trouble for it. But if it's part of the rules and you break the rules, like my thing is, as an athlete, as a black athlete. As a black person, you're always dealing with a second set of rules that only apply to you.
Agreed.
So if you're competing these are two women competing at being the best in the world at what they do, why chance that? And the window is so small because we only see these athletes every 2 years. We see them at the World Games, we see them at the Olympics, with the Pan Am Games. So that's an incredible off season where you can basically do whatever you want to do. Why do it close to competition? So like it's just not a smart thing to do.
But I mean, I don't think they're doing it. Well, I don't know. So
I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying it's just hard for me to understand if that's a rule. If I can't imagine being in their shoes, but if I'm on the edge of doing what I've been training to do my whole life at the highest level on the biggest stage, why would I risk it by smoking weed or doing something or doing anything that I shouldn't be doing?
I'm just saying if they're going through something mentally, maybe they're not in the right mind state anyway. I mean, they're not thinking like that. They think about relief. You know, I mean, what good is it to mentally collapse? You know, if you don't have to. I mean, I mean, like I said, I'm just asking what your opinion of it would be. Like to me,
I mean, but like I said, I don't think she should have penalized for it anyway. It had nothing to do with her running. I'm just saying, but to me, like I said, the rules are the rules.
What I think is like, I think you can make a case now for people finding something, man, with the pressure mentally to put on. Like, I mean, I was reading
I'm just gonna say. So what did we talk about? How they changed the rules for Simone? How they were scoring her low, just because she was better.
Right.
Than everybody else.
Yeah.
We can talk
I read
about
about
that.
that too. That's. I think that has a racial aspect to it. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's a tough road to sled, man. Just period.
But that's what I'm saying about these secondary set of rules. That we always have to be, better, bigger, better, faster, work harder, work twice as hard.
Well, they're gonna find a way to bring you back down to the pack.
But I'm saying, if you know this, you have to do certain things.
Everybody ain't built like that, though. I mean, I understand what you're saying. You're right. You should be, or have people around you. But like sometimes, like you in that hole mentally, man, and you just in that hole.
I get it, but one thing you do can change your life. One small mistake or misstep, but I think you just got to be
Man up,
steadfast.
Man up.
That's not what I'm looking for.
I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the exact same attitude they have towards the black athletes. 30% of all athletes suffer from some sort of mental illness. From Jacqueline. So, I mean, I'm glad people are talking about it. I'm glad it's pulled to the forefront. And like I said, I'm pulling for her. And, anybody else that struggle with mental health issues. I'm just glad people are taking it serious now.
I hope they continue to take it serious. A lot of people are they self-medicate too. So, I was watching a story or reading a story with what's the receiver to play for Detroit, Calvin Johnson.
Megatron.
And he was talking about how he used for pain and how he used mentally because he was almost feeling like this pressure on him to be everything every time he played or whatever. And he's like, it was just too much for him, and that's why. But I mean, he never got popped, but. He was just saying, it's real out here, man. Mentally.
All right, so what else we got in the news? Crazy T? Or, wait, first give out the number, sir.
Oh, yeah. If you guys have any information you want to call in and chat, please hit up 216-772-3393 for the Hump. And in today's news, I don't know where you guys want to start off. From least messed up to worst, or... We got all right. So to go with the category, we have this lady Gwen Berry. She's a sister. She placed in the hammer throw in the Olympic Games, and when they played the national anthem, she turned her back and she put this shirt over her head that said "activist athlete," and she's been catching all type of flack for that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know, right?
And plus,
Picture coming soon to my social media.
What I don't understand about like America, it's like a lot of people they'll get up there, especially politicians. Well, slavery is America's biggest sin, and we can't ignore it and all that kind of stuff. And then when somebody points it out to them, they disgrace them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't get it. Like you can't have it both ways. If you don't think it's a sin or you don't think it was a bad thing, then you say it. But don't when somebody be like, you know what, I'm rebelling against not the country, but something the country's done. I mean, it's just dumb to me.
And you got to think, Olympic athletes been doing this since '68. Seemed like America would be like, maybe it is a problem. They've been protesting and demonstrating since the '60s.
They know the problem, man. They just don't want to fix it, or they want to ignore it like it didn't happen. What else you got? Cop
in Atlanta kicks a woman while she's handcuffed and on her stomach.
White cop, black person?
Black person, black cop.
Oh, that was his ex-girlfriend.
Big black cop. Right. Look at that personal.
that was something happened.
So it's not a racist abusing their power. It's just a person of power abusing their power.
Yeah, just an asshole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the story? What was she arrested for? What was she?
I'm still waiting for it to come out.
Does it matter?
I mean, no. I just
I'm
want to know.
I'm asking you, but does it matter?
I'm guessing he had to chase her. Like he was mad when he caught her. Like, you know what? You're making me run like that.
It's like I don't want all these kickball championships. I'm getting you now.
Definitely not funny.
Anytime a man, period, hits a woman, it's a cowardly act.
I agree.
Like
to a point.
I mean, you can defend. I believe you can defend yourself. Like if she like smack you all in your face or punch you in your face or whatever and stuff, get her off you or whatever and stuff. if she's hurting something like somebody personal to you or something like that, yeah, I get that. But I mean, you could beat her most of the time.
Can you? Can they really?
Most of the time. I just think it's a cowardly act. I've always felt like it's a cowardly act.
Definitely agree with that. So
I mean, and I made light of the kickball stuff, but I don't really feel that way. I'm just saying, just for and then she getting handcuffs, like, I mean, I can see if they were squaring up, but like, nah.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Yeah, he was a
kicked in the head.
It was an
getting good?
onside kick. It was an onside kick.
So is it ever good? Is it bad?
No, I mean, like he could have just been like, like what's the football player? Like he kicked the girl, he kind of pushed her. Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he pushed her. You know what I mean? Like, or was it like?
I'm gonna go on record and saying there's no good way to get kicked in the head.
Well, all right, I mean,
especially handcuffed on the ground.
Yeah, that's cold blooded, man.
Next,
the sisters are boycotting TikTok. Sisters stopped doing TikTok. This white girl recently went on Jimmy Fallon, and she was asked to perform.
Killed it.
No, TikTok, right? 8 TikTok dances that she did not create. So sisters said, we ain't doing it no more. And white women are making sympathy pages. Like, we understand the black woman's plight. Just please come back because TikTok is so whack now.
Okay, let me ask a question to both of you gentlemen. Who the hell creates dances anyway? Like, who's the origin of any dance? Like, is there somebody like gene tracing dances? Like, who created the Tootsie Roll? Like, who created the Cabbage Patch? Like you don't know who created nothing.
No.
There's no way to know who created anything.
But if
unless you were the creator.
But if I'm the first person to do it, and you see me, and
you're the first person that
somebody else makes it famous, or somebody else makes a career or gets a brand off of copying everybody else, you kind of want to call that out. It's kind of what they do.
I think the race makes it bigger. It was white people stealing black shit.
Again, that's
a constant though.
That's American culture. Black culture is American culture.
And how long you think black women gonna boycott TikTok? Cut it out.
It's been a month so far.
No, it has not been a month. Some of them been boycotting a month.
Okay, facts.
It's like probably the same 7.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, they're not gonna boycott TikTok. They're not. I mean, I'm not saying they're not wrong for calling her out on it if they feel like she didn't create the dances. But then my question is, how do you know she didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know I'm not saying she did, but how do you know? Like, I mean, somebody right now, y'all tell me who created the Tootsie Roll.
Wasn't somebody white?
Like the 95 South Boys?
How do you know? It might have been somebody imitating somebody black.
No, I get that. A lot of dances do come out and like we don't know the origin.
They have no clue.
Yeah. But I guess we can check now with TikTok. We know
who made the Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman.
Well, actually, there's a guy on TikTok that does that. He goes back to the origins of when something happened, when it first appeared on social media. Who was the first person to do it? And he exposed a lot of people from stealing from blacks.
I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying there's a person that does that. He goes and finds the origin.
He finds the first recorded.
No. He finds the origin. You didn't listen to what I said. He finds the origin, then he finds the first time it was done on social media, and then he reports it. And most of the time, either the origin is black, or by the time it becomes popular, it becomes black. Sometimes the origin is white, then the black person makes it popular, then the white person steals it back. Like, there's a dynamic to that.
I mean, for all the things to fight for. You know what I mean? Like, all the things to get mad about.
They said the 69 boys in the Quad City DJs invented the Tootsie Roll, sir.
Okay, let's give them their props. I mean, who created the cotton gin? That's what they need to be like. I mean, it's
Eli Whitney.
That's what's up. Good look.
I thought that was a dance he was naming.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's valid to them, and now they're boycotting TikTok. Why are they boycotting TikTok though?
I guess they're like, we're not gonna give y'all nothing to steal. I think it's the
oh my God,
the message behind it.
They should boycott the girl.
You're right.
Like, TikTok ain't do nothing but let them play the video.
Like, they ain't giving them no more material to steal.
Next.
Who created a lawnmower dance? Never mind. All right.
D.L. Hughley is catching flack from the black community by supporting the vaccine. They say this nigga's crazy and he shouldn't be promoting it.
They finally got to him. They finally paid him off.
Yeah.
That to me,
I've been done with DL for a minute, but
I like DL. But outside of that, it's just it's the way you feel.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like me and my mother had a long discussion about the vaccine the other day, and my mother hasn't taken it. And but we on the fence with it. You know, I mean, people like real funny about it. Like, if he feel the way that he want people to take it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't gonna make you take it. Like, that's just the way he feel. Why should somebody catch flack about their personal opinion about something?
Yeah, and he had the COVID, and he like passed out during one of his shows. I understand why he took it.
You know, I mean, that's like I said, just like with the TikTok thing and that, it's just like some of the things we choose to get upset about.
But I guess it's kind of
just,
like you can't. To me, it's like you can't really preach. Don't trust the government. Don't trust the government. Don't trust the government. Oh, now trust the government.
if you got sick
True.
by it, you can. Like, I mean, like, it's a lot of people, like, you're allowed to be wrong about something. I mean, like, if he felt like...
And that's fine. You're allowed to be wrong. But I'm saying I can see why people would kind of be taken back by somebody that's so anti-government.
So, I mean, like I said, to me, it's just one of them things.
It's like being anti-police till you need the police.
And which at some point you might. So, I mean, what are you supposed... Like, if
Black
you
people don't need the police.
If you hate
By the
police...
time the police show up, I've already been robbed, killed, or whatever's going to happen. They don't do anything but take the report.
Or kicked in the head.
The police don't prevent any
Listen,
crime.
you might be hungry, and they might have some donuts.
Police don't prevent any crime for black folks. Only thing they do is take the report.
Well, you know, I don't know. I just wish they would like find some real valid stuff to get real upset about, like our kids going back to school, like how right now a lot of the kids that were the African American kids and the minority kids that have gone back to school are all flunking. Let's talk about that. Like let's boycott something about that. Ain't nobody talking about that. Like most of the kids that been doing the virtual learning got held back. There ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Like talk about it.
I mean, but then nobody
But
said
they want to
anything
talk about who creating a damn dance.
We didn't talk about a lot of stuff. They didn't talk about how some kids that were excelling in school started flunking during virtual learning.
Absolutely, that's what I'm trying to get to. I mean, that's what I was trying to say. I didn't articulate it like that, but I'm saying
this is why you have a voice. This is why you have a platform.
huh. It's like I don't know. Just like some of the
Now
stuff
you don't
people-
know. You got to check.
No, I'm saying
I just lobbed you the ball.
I can't.
You
jump like
weren't
that
ready
no more.
for it. Oh gosh, Christ.
I just want to see people like getting mad about
JC
stuff
white guy.
that think more things like a dance. And if DL say he's supporting the vaccine,
What's the point? I mean, but the thing is, I don't think they're all the same people, and they're not any of it. That's not exclusive. You can be upset with whatever you want to be upset about.
True. I just would those kind of stories just like not that, like the lady getting kicked in the face. Absolutely. The lawnmower dance and I mean, all right, you made the dance. Let's monetize it. You know what I mean?
But see, and then
That's just me. Though.
I mean, but like you said, if that's part of the culture though, right now,
Sure it is. Sure it is.
So,
But I mean, but
we're making. So even the fact, like you said, like we don't like you keep saying the lawnmower dance, like even that's an outdated reference for what's going on. Like that's not the same. Like the way we grew up and the way we think is not the same. Like this is like TikTok is big for a lot of influencers. They make money off this, and they make exposure. So if somebody feels like that girl took their spot, that was their moment. That's big. That's millions of dollars for some people. It's not to who done the dance. It's like that's money for them. That's their livelihood. That's like somebody getting famous off your joke.
well, that's some
Then they're gonna
people-
say, you know,
And this is like a short answer for everything you said. Sure. I mean, sure. I'm just like, to me, the story doesn't
so
push the envelope more than some other stories probably would. For me. But what else you got, T?
All right, we can go white supremacy or sexual assault. Which one do y'all want?
can we mix them?
I think
Give
we
me
can.
sexual assault for 20, Alex.
R. Kelly's back in the news.
Oh, God.
4 new charges and 2 new accusers, and they boys.
It's par for the course.
Have fun with that, guys.
Listen, whatever. You know, I'm not. I don't make light of any sexual accusations.
God.
So I
Chaos.
hope they get justice. If he did it to them, I hope they get justice.
Jesus.
That's
I don't even have a Kales. Just Kales. You know
Were they,
what?
were they underage too?
yeah. They were supposed to be like 17.
Gotcha.
You know,
He's a
Just wondering.
bisexual pedophile. I'm like, that's the idea of that is terrifying.
He is the holy grail of pedophiles. Like,
hide the
he's
boys and the
triple-
girls.
triple threat.
Now I will say this though, I'm a little hypocritical on this because I'm still a Bill Cosby fan of his work, and I do believe something happened. Not all, I don't know, but I can't like feel the way I felt about Bill Cosby and not give R. Kelly his day in court.
I think this might be a record. Like, I think we mentioned Bill Cosby on every show since we've been back.
Like Bill. Bill's my guy.
Bill is like a staple of the show now.
Bill's my guy.
William H. Cosby is a staple of the show. Not a friend of a show, staple of the show.
I wish if he would come on, we blow up, man.
You would. I wouldn't even take the call.
I would definitely take the call, and a million people listen. You would sit in.
Mo, you would have
ask
no
him
questions for
He
him?
absolutely would. He absolutely would. He would ask Bill Cosby a question.
From the most assholes of
Are you
places, he gonna have
serious?
questions.
I mean, I can't even believe he said he wouldn't ask Bill Cosby a question. He absolutely would ask a question. Like, I know you raped him. Tell me the truth. Like, he's like, I got a heavy bag in my basement right now with your name on it. You piece of slime. You
Listen, I wouldn't take the call. You can take it. I wouldn't take it.
You would so just for the record. No, I'm saying take the call. But if he was on the show, you wouldn't ask him one question.
I wouldn't be here.
I mean,
Nope, I would not ask him one question.
okay.
That's just me.
Shoot. I'm like, man, what did you do? What'd you lace those pops with?
Next. So now,
It's
so
a
now we're
trapped in the
down.
closet joke in there somewhere. I had to
Now I'm
find
not
it.
gonna do that. But yeah, that is messed up about Kels.
So now we're on
White
white
supremacy.
supremacy. Okay.
Yeah,
The-
that's a popular topic with the
officers
kiddos.
The officers from the Capitol insurrection gave a testimony today.
Oh, I saw
seen
it.
that. I saw some of
Insurrection.
it
Gotcha,
yesterday.
gotcha. What did they say?
The white cop.
I didn't see him.
right. The one white cop said he got beaten. He was beaten with sticks, feet, and tased repeatedly. He said he kept hearing the crowd yell, "Take his gun! Kill him with his own gun!"
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I'm like, that's terrible. That's scary.
The
as
one
shit.
guy, the black cop said, I forget. He was saying they kept screaming at him, something you fucking nigger.
Yeah.
Constantly. And then like what was funny about it, not that they said it, as one of the congressmen, the news guys, I think it was on Newsmax. He said, "Really? I didn't hear no recordings. I don't believe it."
the
He
Lord
was like,
was-
I don't believe it. I didn't hear any recordings. I'm like, dude, they'll say that to us without a right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that lady's full of shit, man. I saw that. She was like, "Yep, doesn't matter. Man up. It's your job." Like, nigga. Like,
Yeah, he should have let off in the crowd. That's what he should have did.
Yeah, and they'd have had him up under the jail. That's the sad part, man. Like they I know we talked a little bit during the insurrection. We were texting back and forth. Like at the end of the day, what was your whole thoughts of that? Period.
Actually, I took a lot of joy out of it. Like, I just sat back, like, looky here, look at what we have here. And it was kind of like what you said, like, like stand down, like let them
do
sort
that.
it out.
Yeah, they're gonna make it happen.
So it's kind of like that, but it was just, my honest thoughts when it happened was like, this is America. Like, this is what we do. Stuff like this is what we do. And like I say, that's another thing, a double standard, double rule. Because there had been a crowd of black folks, it would have been way
They
more
wouldn't even
about
got
it.
close to
Body
the
count
Capitol
would have been
Bill.
way higher.
They wouldn't have got close to the Capitol
So,
Bill.
white
That's-
lives are valuable. They're important.
That's America. That's privilege.
What'd you
That's
think of it,
country
T,
living.
when it was going down?
Oh, I thought it was a riot.
Like
No.
ha
No,
riot
yeah,
or
no,
like,
no, I thought it was just a good look at America. And when the chips are down and the people in power don't get their way, they act up and all the rules out the door. Like we could never do anything like that. We would have been murdered.
Like my first reaction, it was comical to me. Like in the beginning, I thought it was really funny that these guys were so mad. These people were so mad that they lost, that the election was lost, and they were so mad that they were gonna change it. They almost felt without killing police officers and getting one of the people shot. They almost felt exactly how we felt when Donald Trump won the first time.
Yeah.
Or won.
No facts. We were
We,
messed
we,
up.
we were mad, but we wasn't at the. I guess some of us did protest. To go down there or whatever. But they were like, you know what? Not in my country. You're not going to steal this election from us. Not. So I thought it was comical. And then, when the young lady was shot, and then the police officer died, then I just felt like it was disgraceful. I felt like it was just flat out disgraceful. I thought it was like the most tasteless thing I ever seen in my life, and I hadn't seen some stuff. I just thought the fact that you were so mad that you lost, that you decided to take it on in your own hands after you done voted already? Because like the thing goes like this: your vote is you taking it in your own hands. That's you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're gonna take it past the vote.
But they felt like it was rigged.
Yeah, I mean, but you only get that vote. Like you can't go in there and you can't go in there and make switch votes or nothing. Nothing was going to happen even if they got in. Anybody killed somebody, and that's the sad part. Had they got to somebody like Pelosi or somebody like AOC or something like, they'd have killed them.
Yeah, they were yelling,
They'd have
"Hang
killed
Mike
him.
Pence!" Like this is the vice president.
They would have killed them. I mean, and then I'm gonna call her a goofball, and I don't like to see nobody die.
So why didn't, like you said, these their life were legitimately in danger. Why didn't Capitol Hill security start taking people out? Because they see bodies dropping. That's gonna discourage them a little bit.
Because of who it was, because of who the people was riding. Even then, like they took some L's, but they were like, "Oh, this ain't these people ain't supposed to be here doing this." There was more of a shock value because they didn't think it was gonna happen. Like nobody thought that was gonna happen like that. Nobody. It was a shock value.
2 weeks ago, it was 9 sisters doing a protest at the Capitol for voter rights, or not getting the voter rights changed, and they all got arrested. Like it was a regular march and chant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they got arrested. I think 3 from like Cleveland.
Yeah, but but now what happens is man, we better not get together. Like you said, them ladies got arrested. We better not get together to like celebrate a homecoming.
Right.
Because like if it's 10 of us, we all going to jail. Like right now, they're gonna use that against us, and we wasn't even there.
Yeah. You think they're gonna these guys are doing a testimony? You think this is gonna make
not a damn difference?
To
not
them?
a damn difference, because the people that support Donald Trump are entrenched. I mean, all you gotta do is listen to their interviews. Half of them said they didn't even watch it. Like they didn't watch it. So I mean, it ain't gonna change nothing. No, I got a question though for both of y'all. The George Floyd stuff. With the protesting and the riots that happened after George Floyd or whatever. If you think, what do you think would have happened had the Capitol riots happened first, and then George Floyd stuff would have happened? How do you think they would have reacted to the George Floyd, like in all these cities and all that kind of stuff, if the Capitol riots had happened first?
It might have been looking the same because a lot of the times in those cities, like I said, the people that were protesting weren't the ones that were rioting.
Right.
A lot of those
Well,
riots.
I'm talking about more so the police response, like to the people. I don't think they would have tolerated a lot. Like, remember how they were like going in CNN and all that kind of stuff? Those people would have been met with well, I felt like they would have been met with violence and stuff, or being shot and whatever. There wasn't be no tear gas.
Like I said, they were. I mean, but like I said, but the Capitol riots happened after that. They were still using, like I said, tear gas and rubber bullets on people. So it probably would have been a lot worse. They probably, like I said, would have killed way more people.
That's what I was thinking.
Way more people of color would have died than.
They'd have made an example out of a bunch of people, man. It's just what it is, man. I mean, it's so crazy when we was talking about all that stuff. Like we've done so many officer involved shootings on this show, man. It's to the point now where it don't move our needle a lot. But just think now, man. Now it's going to be a different thing now coming down the pipe, because when somebody gets killed again by a police officer and they riot, now it's going to change the whole thing. It's going to give them more of a lease on doing more violently to people. I believe so.
Yeah. They're trying to make the white woman a martyr, the one that got shot during the Capitol riots. They're saying that they want justice for Ashley, and even
Ashley got justice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
For breaking the law.
Ashley she was one of them. She was an outlier. Ashley said, "I'm coming in."
The white lady said,
nope.
"At a time when we can get justice for George Floyd, I know we can get justice for Ashley." I said, they crazy.
That was crazy.
Delusional.
Ashley was the equivalent of breaking into the police department.
Yeah.
George Floyd was trying to run from the police.
right.
It's two different things, It's crazy though, man. Man, it's gonna be interesting in the next couple of years, man. I'm waiting to see what the next Flashpoint's gonna be.
We don't even need another one.
Oh, it's coming. I mean, it is what it is. It's nature, and especially from the both sides. But you know what? While we're like, stuff that's going on against black people, black men, and our sisters and all that kind of stuff, I feel like though the left is like fear mongering with it though, man. Like I feel like they're like pushing it past where it needs to be sometimes just to get votes. That's in my opinion.
That's what they've always done.
They like pro-black, like just hit the boxes, the voter boxes, man.
Yeah, Biden was talking that defund the police shit before he got elected. I ain't heard him say nothing about it.
Lord forgive me for what I'm about to say, man. I don't think Biden remember what he said the next day, man. Biden, man, like I voted for the man, but I mean, I personally think he's senile. I really think he's senile, man. I listen to that dude, man.
Secret Service be finding him in the park. It's like, Mr. President, come on, man.
With a tennis ball in his boxer shorts. I mean, he that dude, man. Like, he ain't gonna make it 4 years, man. Or 3 years or whatever, or what's left, man. He ain't gonna make it, man. He's just not conscious all the time, man.
You think if that happens and Kamala goes in, do you think she's gonna do something for us?
No.
Absolutely not.
Why would she? First of all, who is us? What do you mean when you say us?
Black people.
Well, I mean, you let her tell it. She more Asian than black.
Yeah.
That's one of them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, you know what? What was it? When the Asians was getting beat up, man, she was like, not on my watch.
Right.
I might be 7 foot tall, but I got slanty eyes. Nah, she ain't gonna do anything.
Ooh, can you say that?
I did.
Jesus.
Cancel culture. Yeah, she's not gonna do a damn thing. She might look out for the sisters a little bit because of her perm, but other than that,
right.
2 cousins might have a sale. But I mean, she ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't built like that. But can she even really do nothing? She will be president though. I'm willing to put some money in Vegas on that.
First female president too.
The first morning he wake up and be like, I'm out of peanut butter. Now, I was about to say something really gross. But they're going to be like, all right, put him away. Put him away. Bring in the Asian sister. Hell out of here.
Next. Anything. Somebody save me.
That's all I got on the news subject today, guys.
You suck.
No,
Nothing happening in Cleveland?
Voting?
So we all
Nina Turner?
Hey, so what you a Nina girl? I mean a guy?
Oh, I've never been called that before. Franchise? No. I like the stuff she's saying. I don't trust any politician 100%, but she seems like she really cares, and she'd be out in the field trying to make a difference.
Out in the field. What kind of reference is that? No, but
right.
She got short hair and she's muscular. No,
Right.
I'm just playing. I don't know who to believe because they got 2 sisters going against each other.
Yeah.
I don't know who to believe, man. It almost
That's why you should vote for Will Hunter.
it's almost like that scene in Do the Right Thing, like the jigaboos. Never mind. All right, so I don't know who to believe, man. I really don't know who to believe.
Are you guys big voters?
I'm a small voter.
Small voter, just local.
I'm decent with it.
Yes.
I mean, I have to like a lot of times if I don't know anything about the candidates, I won't vote. Like, I mean, I'm not just gonna be like, all right, you just have my vote because just because. I need to know something about somebody. I just won't vote at all.
When I was young, I used to try to just vote for the black sounding names, so I wasn't doing any research. I remember I'm like, Sherrod Brown. Oh, this got to be a nigga. But
No,
alas,
he's
it
definitely
wasn't.
not. What is the Jesse? Oh, my mother went to high school with him. Is it Jesse Johnson? He was a councilman. I believe. Anyway, I knew a little bit I knew him, and then he got caught taking bribes and. I don't know. All politicians.
Isn't that like part of the job?
Clearly. But no, it really depends on the race. But I don't do a lot of local stuff. What's the activist? Ain't he like a councilman now? Bashir.
Bashir Jones?
Yeah,
Bashir
I think he's a councilman now. I didn't vote for him though because he wouldn't come on our show that one time. He pissed me off. And of course, the Hump favorite, Zach Reed.
That's your guy.
Zach the drunk Reed.
He will buy the bar though. He will get you drunk too.
No, Zach was like slick. When I was working down at Bar 32, he had a flask.
Classy.
And he would be like, I'm just drinking water today. I'm serious, man. I watch him sometimes fill that cup up. I'm like, yeah, okay, Zach. Got you. But no, I don't really vote like a lot of local stuff. Who'd you vote for president, Auntie?
Man, by default,
Don't say Trump.
man, it was the asshole or the senile guy. I'm like, I guess this is Obama's friend. I'm gonna vote for Biden.
Yeah.
But I really did it just to do it. But I'm more into local voting. We want like my school district together and fix these potholes and shit.
I bet you there's mornings that Biden don't even know who the hell Obama is. He come in the room and be like, man, you can't shine my shoes today.
Be giving them lunch orders and shit.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah, that I won't say it's going to backfire on us, but Biden don't know what the hell he talking about, Jack. Like, he know, but then he don't know sometimes. It's scary.
yeah, I don't know what Biden's gonna do, man. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping Kamala come in there and do something for us.
Lateral.
We
It's
just
just all going to be lateral.
we just killing the president off like that. Like I don't.
I don't think he's going to die. I just think he's senile. I definitely don't think he's going to die. He's like Ronald Reagan, like, towards the end.
Oh, right.
Like, he's like gone mentally. Like, when I watch him talk sometimes, and then when he get mad because he forgets something, he kind of grits his lips a little bit, and it's like, dude, you're the one talking. Just shut up. That's why they said right now, seriously, he's done less press conferences than any other U.S. president ever to date.
Yeah, they're trying to hide that dude.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Let his wife do it. Because he oof. I'd rather have him than Trump. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh, I do got one more, guys. If y'all interested.
sure. We got 5 minutes.
All right. Oh, actually, I got two more. But Colin Kaepernick's putting out a children's book.
Pass.
Okay. Chicago,
Not to play.
Illinois passes the false confession reform bill, saying that the police are no longer allowed to lie to minors in the pursuit of their case. Like, what was they doing before? Like, you still lie to
course.
adults?
Man, listen. Oh,
That's issue.
You wanna take a pass?
Are they going to uphold that though?
That's the thing, yeah. How deep are they enforcing it?
I think it's a step in the right direction, but like I say, you got to enforce it.
Yeah, get something in writing. I like it.
how do they know though? I mean, that somebody's lying to. I mean, you got to believe the kid, right?
Yeah.
And all they're gonna be is like, I didn't say that. Unless they're recording it or something.
Yeah, I'm assuming
But if
somebody
you're talking to a
complained.
minor, it should always be.
Oh, it should always be. Should.
Always be documented, but we'll see.
Like, they're liars. What'd you think about Kaepernick's children's book? Right, exactly.
It's called I Paint Myself Yellow is the name of it.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah. I mean, good
I
for,
want to throw the ball. No,
good for him.
Yeah.
I still don't like the way he was done, but whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking Kaepernick, he got adopted by a white family, right? And he's already in the NFL. He could have been living his best white life. He could have been like the anti-OJ.
He's pretty much like the he did something worse than OJ.
Was that?
He pissed on their flag.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's dope that him specifically took that stand and made that sacrifice.
But there wasn't people doing it before him though.
Yeah.
Before we jump into that, let's just say y'all say he did something worse than OJ. Like OJ was, you know what I'm saying, not guilty. He's not guilty.
I meant
Then he went on Twitter and said he really did
Hey,
it.
I'm saying during the trial, he was found not guilty.
Agreed.
We will not refer to OJ as guilty on this show.
Orenthal
All right.
definitely was not convicted of murder. I'm just saying the imagery of what he did is worse than the imagery of
No, the
imagery of
imagery-
what they say he did.
There you go.
It's worse than the imagery that Kaepernick did do. To them. Oh no, I mean Kaepernick's worse than OJ. To them.
Yeah.
They'll sacrifice a white girl or two. You ever watch Scary Movie? But like in the first scene, she trip and fall, they get rid of her. But so not that flag though, boy. Play with that flag. I was talking about the movie Scream. All right, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Before I say something worse than I've been saying. We are gonna be back next week, man, with more great content. That means that Moan's gonna pick something out because you know I can't do it. Thank you, Mr. T, for hanging out with us today.
Always,
I wouldn't
thanks.
call you Mr. T like Mr. T, but like Crazy T.
Pity the Pooh.
Does it bother you when somebody calls you Mr. T?
No, I'll take it all. I'm just glad he's talking to me. Give me some money.
Well, yeah, but thanks everybody for tuning in this week, man. We'll be back next week, man. Had a nice time. I'm Franchise Cam.
More love.
We'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.
Seema? No, still no.
Who got the keys to my beamer?
There you go. My man.